of, difficulties in life. So we heard that the reading for today, book of Matthew 5 from verse 3 to verse 12. So it's book of Matthew is telling us that being a Christian, there's no much we can do, but we need to live in God's love. So if we love ourselves, we love Jesus as personal savior in our daily life. So there will be a blessing. So from book of Matthew here, from 5. So he talk about like when Jesus was Jesus said here when he was sitting on the mountain, and then many people come to him. Many people come to him because they want to and he was sitting with his on the mountain, and then his disciple follow him there, and then many people was around him, and he saw them, and that because there's no any other thing he can do, but he was encourage people, and he saw them. He said, for those people who they got nothing, they got nothing very important in their daily life, and he said that blessed are those who are poor in spirit. Blessed are those who are poor in the spirit. They will be in the kingdom. Will be they will be in the kingdom. So this is Jesus taught them that when we love him, we have love in him. So one day we will be together with him in the kingdom, in the heaven. So for us, a Christian, that's where we always believe. We believe that one day when we stand, when we go through, when we experience a lot of challenge in this world, and we trust in him, the love we have in God is not be like something just for nothing. So in the kingdom the kingdom of heaven will be ours. So we'll be with our Father in heaven. And Jesus itself said this word because that he will not live with his disciple forever. His time will come, and then he will leave them. So bless those who mourn, and then they will be comforted. So sometimes we can experience a lot of difficulties in life. Sometimes we may think that, so I got nothing to do in this world. Even my dream I dream about, so nothing, I can see any progress in my daily life. So all this word Jesus spoke to people who are surrounding him, including his disciple. He said that those who mourn will be comforted. Today we can see, like, when in ourselves, like in Christian life. So one of us maybe lost someone, lost very important thing, something happening to him. So we all come together, to comfort that person. This is what Jesus spoke long time ago to his disciple, because when people come to him because they are poor in heart, they need to, so he said this word because this word is very, very encouraged. Because sometimes when we are alone, we don't have any comfort from anybody. Sometimes we cannot handle it, something, when we are experiencing life difficulties in life. So what can we take from here? So whatever we going through in this world, whatever any challenge we are going through, we always, kneel down and then ask God forgive us, to comfort us. The Spirit always with us, giving us comfort. So very, very encouraged word. So very, 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 very hard for us, sometimes to say that, oh, we live in, in peace, we live in harmony. So sometimes we feel like we so much rejected, So, but we always believe that blessed will be upon each of, God's children. Blessing is very important. Sometimes we don't even see it now, but in future, when we remain true believer, we may remain in God's, want us to do. So very important for us. So this is what of, Jesus was encouraged those disciples, and including with other people who are surrounding him. Very encouragement, very encouraged word. Blessed are those who mean, then they shall inherit the earth, So even though sometimes, we feel like nothing we can earn from this world, but we have blessing. God always in our side, because without him, you and me, we would have not be alive by now, but because of God's grace. So he always was look after us, watching over us. So sometimes we, when something happening to us, so if we read the Bible, so everything happening in this world is happening for the reason. He said also, blessed are those who are hungry, and thirsty, and then they will be fulfilled, they will be filled, So the Spirit also sometimes, like especially when we living in this world here, because like the young people who are here, so sometimes they don't experience. But in other part of the world, people maybe maybe they can't even get anything to eat. They can't even get water. So they can eat maybe a week. Maybe can you eat maybe two? At least if you're lucky, you eat at least maybe one or two. So this is the word, Jesus being said to those people who are with him at that time. So, and also for us too, So even though we don't feel like we have anything, So God's word is very powerful for us. We will be fulfilled. So we are, the chosen one. So everything will be okay if we trust him, if we believe in Jesus Christ, because he came and died for us. Not just he took, he just give himself to suffer for nothing. He wants us to have maybe eternal life in future. We need to be like God's children. We can see what happened to him, and also maybe one day it will happen to us as well. But we don't give up. We still trust in him, and then he will. We will manage. We will go through. So, blessed for those who are merciful. So those who always, preach, feast, they said the Bible here said that there will be, the blessing will be upon them. Those who always want peace, those who always want people to love one another. So they will see God merciful. So they will see God love one day when they stand, when the time comes for them to leave this world. So whatever we going through, we don't give up, we don't give up. So we don't lose hope. So we still trust Him, and then we still believe that one day, so we will be, whatever we're missing, so we will get it back. We will get it back when the time comes for us, for God people. So those who are pure in heart, blessed are those who are pure in heart. So Jesus also said that for us, a believer, we need to be true God's children, not just pretend like to be like God's children, but the way how we do things is different. It's not even, people not even seen anything close where we can, they can trust us. For us, the believers, is not an easy thing. Even though we're going through a lot of challenge, but we still, you can see also smile in our face. That's where we belong. So we don't give up. We need to go, to follow what we want, we decide to follow. Peacemaker. Blessed are those who are, peacemaker. So that what, sometimes, we have different gift. Some people, you have the gift for, when people maybe so not understand one another. You can see like some of our, fellow Christian in take time and then go, oh, okay, so you guys, you need to come down. We need to come together because we are all brother and sister. So that what, Jesus spoke to, to the people, so that we need to be a peacemaker. I don't know where it's not easy sometimes, to say some other word, to other people, especially someone who don't have, maybe lose hope. You don't even see any progress in his daily life. So very important, very encourage word for us. So if we doing good, and then God also will bless us one day when the time comes. Will be because we will call God's children, because we trust in Him, and then we build good relationship with others. So even those who are persecuted, for nothing, because they didn't do anything wrong. So, we're going a lot of, this time, we have a lot of challenge in our daily life. So the kingdom, we always, even though we'll be persecuted in this world, but we still have hope that one day we will be, free of all those kind of things. So we're suffering, we're going through a lot, but Jesus reminds us, so we'll be blessed with all what we haven't done anything about it. So God will always would helping us, protect us, and then let us going through all those things. So it will always be in our side, So this world, you will be blessed are those who rebel, like prosecuted, abuse, any kind of, evil, people can say because that we are God's children. For the sake of God, for us, it doesn't matter. Even though we've been, insulted, so we still don't take it for granted. You say that, oh, this the evil, the evil always, come to, to steal and destroy. But for us, we just see that because that is the work of evil, For us, we still remain strong. We still remain God's children. Doesn't matter. So whatever we're going through, you can still see smile in, God's children, Even though, we being abused, the world reject us. So we still have smile in our face because we believe that we are not fighting by ourselves. The Holy Spirit always fight for us. And all about all those things, so he said that rejoice. So we need to rejoice for exceeded, and rejoice, glad, because what God done for us. Today, sometimes we don't experience. Sometimes we don't even feel like so we win the fight, but we did really very well, even though we are not even see any result any outcome of what we're going through, but we will be one day we will be glad, so we will be rejoiced, and then we will be rewarded, for whatever people done to us. We need to remain strong. So, and here he said that it's not for us only, because even those prophets long time ago, so they went through all those things, So for us, a Christian, it's not a new thing, a lot of challenge, a lot of difficulties in life. So it's not like when something happening bad to our daily life, that we can maybe bring us to the end, of following, of follow, to be a believer, For us, it's not the first thing. So we know that at the end, so we all will be rewarded, in the kingdom, when when the time comes for Jesus to come and take his people who follow his word, follow his command, So what can we learn from here? Say that we will be blessed. Blessed are those who are, peacemaker. Blessed are those who mourn, and then they will be comforted. So blessed are those who, hungry, and then they will have plenty, in future, So very important for us, a believer, we believe in Jesus Christ, because sometimes we cannot do it alone, but Jesus on our side, he fight the good fight for us, and he doing a lot for us, so that we will be one day, so together in the kingdom, So we will be his true, we live in pure heart, that Jesus always, lead us, he watching over us and take care of us, So very important. So this is what we are, brother and sister, the word of encouragement. So bless, today we cannot see a lot of blessing among us. So we have blessing, plenty of blessing from Jesus Christ. He bless us with children. He bless us with the little we have in our hand today. He bless us from from property, property as well. Sometimes we don't see that we are, in maybe in second level, but we are all blessed, So what Jesus said here is not a lie. So that is what we always, going through every single day and night. So thank you everyone for the word of encouragement from book of Matthew. So you can go and read and meditate, so from 5 and to 12. So it will, it will comfort us. It will give us more strength so that we can know whether we're doing much or not. But in all, so there will be blessing for us if we remain God's children, remain strong, we remain that every challenge we're going through, we still remain God's children. And then we don't want to miss out of this blessing. So we need to be a true believer, so that whatever the Bible's telling us to do, so we need to put our